Hey everybody, this is Cody from Lazy Goblins, and I am here with a game dev tip. Now, there was no podcast this weekend. We had some audio issues with Johnny's mic, so that'll be fixed up for the live stream tomorrow, since this is going out on Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be having a live stream, so check that out. But I figured I would give you guys something this weekend anyways, and here's a game dev tip. I hope you all enjoy. Alright, so this game dev tip is based off of Troy Martin's tweet, and his Twitter handle is @BeefStudios. He says, "I spent the last 30 minutes completely baffled why I couldn't look up a game object, before realizing I was using lowercase for game object. I've been working in Unity near daily for 16 months, and have used this hundreds of times. Never feel dumb." And I just wanted to make a game dev tip based off of his tweet. So thank you, Troy Martin, for letting me use your tweet as an example. And thank you for the game dev tip idea. So the thing is, you should never feel dumb when doing anything really. But this in particular is about game development. And most of the time, I have the same thing that happens. I've been working in Unity for about 3 to 4 years. And I still make dumb, mistakes. A lot of the time I will create a script. I'll totally bust out the script, get everything I need in there. I'll hit play and it's not working. Why isn't it working? Come to find out, 5 to 10 minutes later, I haven't dragged the script onto the game object and attached it. So, never feel dumb. It happens to everybody. It happens to me. It happens to Troy. It happens to even the most senior of game devs. We all make mistakes. Things happen. Just don't beat yourself up over it. Just laugh at it. If something, especially small like that, happens, just laugh. Because it's funny, right? I mean, I spend around 5-10 minutes at times about why isn't the script working? It should be working. Oh, I didn't drag it onto the game object. It's not gonna work. So it's funny. Another thing that I was talking to someone about a month or so back, and I was helping them with the project, and they were saying, how do you remember all these things? How do you actually sit down and just start typing code? And I told him, I said, I don't remember these things. I remember the basic idea of things and the basic how to do this, but I don't specifically remember it. What I do is I get something in my mind and then I go to Google. Of course, I can, write some code off the top of my head, but most of the time I have to go to Google to figure out how exactly to implement the method, how exactly to implement X. Everybody goes to Google. Don't be ashamed of that either. Don't think you have to memorize every single thing in order to program, because you don't. Google is your friend. Stack Overflow is your friend. YouTube is your friend. For the longest time, I was just using YouTube. I mean, we all have been there. We all still go there. I still go to YouTube. I still Google search. I still ask for help. So just don't be ashamed. Don't think you have to memorize everything and everything will be, just off the top of your head, and you could just sit down and write code all day without even asking for help or researching something on Google, because you will. Even the most senior people, they research on Google. They look it up. What you are as a game dev, especially if you're specializing in programming, is a problem solver. That's what you are. And Google is a great tool to problem solve. So don't be ashamed. And again, never feel dumb. That brings us back to that, right? Never feel dumb. We all make silly mistakes. We all make these mistakes that make us just want to pull our hair out. But it's okay, because everybody does it. If you're just starting out, if you've been doing this for years, everybody does it. So don't feel bad. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel dumb. And if you find yourself stuck on a problem, Google it. Search it up on YouTube. Ask for help in Discord channels. You know, there's a bunch of communities out there that you could join that will be willing to help you. So don't be afraid. Just never feel dumb. Again, it's all coming back to never feel dumb. Never feel dumb for any mistakes that you do, for anything that you can't solve. Just don't, because there's a bunch of tools out there to help you. And never feel like you're less of a programmer if you have to Google or YouTube or go on to Stack Overflow or ask for help, because you're not. As a programmer and as a game developer, one of your main skills is problem solving. And Google and YouTube and Stack Overflow and all these places are just tools to help you solve your problems. And that is the game dev tip for today. Never feel dumb, ever. Just keep creating, keep having fun, and enjoy the process, and learn some stuff along the way. Alright guys, until next time, take care.